I can safely say, and I never ever thought that I'd say this. I wish the Kansas City Chiefs were in the playoffs.
Oh, whatever.
I do. Because this last weekend of football took nothing. And granted, I was 0 for 4 on my picks, okay? 0 for 4, right? There wasn't a single underdog that won this weekend, I don't believe, correct? It was all favorites. I went all dogs. There was nothing about any of those 4 games, truly, that felt kosher at the end of me. The only one that felt kosher was Seahawks 49ers.
Hi, this is Sam Randazzo.
I don't even want to. I didn't even want to go there today. I'm not even going
there. Fucking intro?
No intro today. Because I need justification from you two specifically. I don't know how Zolo feels yet, but from you two specifically. The Seahawks are the only team, truly, the Seahawks are the only team that are bona fide, without question, deserve to be in the championship game. That's number one.
Hold on.
Well, I think we're
Hold on. The Rams 100% deserve to be in the championship game.
The Rams would be number 2. The Rams would be number 2, even though, and I think that was the best game of the weekend, even though that was the first time where I thought Caleb Williams really started to shit his pants.
I actually thought that all the games were good.
I thought Caleb Williams was cooking in that game.
He cooked right up until it mattered. Right up until it mattered. And I feel like he got timid. But that one ball in the back of the end zone.
Okay, hold on. The one ball in the back of the end zone, I saw people freaking out. Like,
that was sheer luck.
It's just a luck.
That was sheer luck.
The Lions should have kept Ben Johnson.
There was nothing skill about
Ben Johnson, before the play, didn't say, okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to draw in 2 edge rushers, and then I want you to backpedal 25 yards and turn your back to the play, and then turn around and bomb it into the quarter. And Komet should be there.
Yeah. He chucked the ball up, and somebody happened to be
credit to him, right? He made the play. It was so cool. Like I loved it. I'm a Caleb Williams guy, so I loved it. But it was lucky. It was bad defense. It was bad of Sean McVay to not throw the ball before the 2-minute warning.
Correct.
But the Rams still deserve to win the game.
The Rams deserve to win the game. The only bona fide team that I can't find a flaw with is the Seahawks. That's it.
I mean,
the Broncos are anybody who's going to sit here and try and justify, oh, you know what? You're going to have a Nick Foles run here. You're out of your mind. More likely than not, the Patriots will win. It's going to be a good game. The Patriots are not good, right? So even with a backup quarterback,
the Patriots are good.
The Patriots are not good.
They're good.
The Patriots are not good.
They would not be where they're at if they weren't good.
The Patriots have the weakest schedule in football. They didn't beat anybody.
That's how it works, though.
They played the Chargers with no offensive line.
That's how it works. That's how the Patriots won.
I think the Patriots.
That's how
still
the
had
Patriots
a weaker
merchant their way to their 6 Super Bowls. They had a weak schedule. Like, that's part of the deal. That's you. If you have a weak schedule, you can coast.
Chargers didn't have an offensive line.
CJ
CJ Stroud had the worst. And this, you can quote me. I already read it multiple times. He had the worst statistical divisional round game out of any starting quarterback ever.
Statistics don't win football games.
He had the worst passer rating of any quarterback in a divisional game ever. He would have had a higher passer rating if he spiked the ball on every play.
I say, listen, I want to talk about coaches and all that stuff. I say if you want to start, let's start with this weekend. Let's go game by game.
Okay.
And then we'll do coaches, and then we'll preview this upcoming weekend. How does that work?
Perfect.
Does that work?
Perfect. The first
game by game. You could dictate. Game. This is your show, so you could dictate the game and do whatever.
Because I need help, and I need you guys to try and explain this to me. Okay. There's no scenario in my eyes if you go back and 2 things. The Brendan Cooks quote unquote interception catch. All right. I can't fathom how a guy gets the ball, pulls it into his body, knee is on the ground, back is on the ground, defender pulls the ball out, and that's an interception. That's number 1. Okay. And even if the ref,
because you didn't call it an interception, you call it a fucking fumble.
He was on the ground with the ball in his hand. Yes,
he was completing
matter.
the process of the catch.
Listen to me. You can use all these keywords you want here to try and do it. A guy with the ball in his hand on the ground, he is down by contact. It was a catch, period. They fucking review everything. There's no scenario where if there was a question there, that play should not have been reviewed. The NFL completely dropped the ball on that. Completely.
Okay, wait a minute. The only time it would be reviewed if it was a touchdown or a
It was a change of possession.
It would have been a
they
score.
review it constantly.
No,
Yes,
no, that's not
they
true.
do.
That's not true.
Yes, they do.
Why didn't he throw the red flag then?
Because you couldn't inside of 2 minutes. He
There you
could
go.
not challenge it.
It's a rules thing.
New
then.
York calls in every other play and
It doesn't
and
matter,
rewatch.
dude. It's still
it matters.
It's still a
You
turnover.
can't sit there. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
It didn't get that stop everything full review. The outcome would have been the same because it was ruled an interception on the field.
On the field.
And on top of that,
There
there
has to
wasn't
be
there was not
indisputable
nearly like,
evidence.
we're disputing it right now, which means it is not indisputable. We are disputing it, which means it's not indisputable. Number one. Number two, they do phone in on those plays, and it was confirmed. Like, it just is what it is. I disagree with you on the interception, and let me tell you why. I saw the Lions get away with that same play twice this year, where they took a ball away from the receiver. One was out of the air, Terry and Arnold. The other was on the ground. I can't remember who took it away on the ground. Maybe been Arthur Mollett or something like that in one of those games. I know where you're coming from. I get it. It's extremely frustrating, but Brandon Cooks needs to secure that ball and come away with it. He had no business losing that ball. Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
He was.
Say it.
Listen.
It doesn't matter.
I've watched
That's
it
completing the
100
process.
times. He's
Even if
on his.
That's what I'm
even
trying
if,
to say.
Even
It's
if he's on his back,
completing the process.
even if he's on his back, that is what completing the process is. If a guy
So
in
at
the
what
end
point
zone,
is somebody down to where they can let go of the ball?
he's got to have the ball.
It's got to have the ball.
That was
No,
that
he
was
didn't.
more-
He was
that
on his back with
It
the
was.
ball.
I know what you're saying, but that was way more bang bang than at what point. It was.
Yeah,
it
you're looking
happened-
at it in
happened in
super
a split
fucking
second.
semi
Yeah.
slow mo. Give me a
But
break.
that's the ability that New York had.
But that's bullshit.
You can't look
Super
at it.
semi slow mo doesn't give you the actual play with it happening. Bam,
If Pat
bam.
Mahomes threw
And
that ball- if
hold
Pat
on,
Mahomes threw
hold
that
on.
ball, it would have been different.
Those guys called it an
Probably,
interception.
right. It would have been
The
different.
call was made right on the field.
If Pat Mahomes threw that ball, it would have been different. And that's the problem I have.
The tie in those situations is like, as long as I've seen this rule get played out in the last 2 years, especially this year, because like I said, the Lions had to do that twice this year to get interceptions. As long as I've seen that rule interpreted, the tie has gone to the defense.
What about the PI?
The PI, you're talking about both PIs. You're talking about both PIs. I hate that the game ended that way.
It was so bad.
I cannot stand that the game ended that way. Those were both pass interference. Both of them. Both of them.
During the season,
Both.
that would have been PI.
They
Period.
were both pass interference. I hate that it happened. I hate that Denver pulled the Jordan Love merchant. We're going to throw the ball up and see what happens. I hate it.
I
hate that it happened, but they
were
were
both pass
The
They
one
were
on
both pass
Teron
interference.
Johnson was the most ticky-tack bullshit ever. It was, listen to me. It is what it is. They shouldn't have been.
So
in
you
that
trying to
position.
tell me that wasn't pass interference on either one of those plays?
If you watched
It was pass interference.
Listen to me. It depends which game you watched.
Okay.
It depends which game you watched. It did. Because it's the Teron Johnson one was so piss poor. It was so bad. It was such a bad call.
When you get
watching
there
it live.
before the ball does, you're going to get fucking penalized.
It
You're
depends.
going to get the flag.
It depends.
When you start making contact before the ball gets there, you're going to get fucking called.
Listen, I know, especially like it may not seem like I wanted the Bills to win this entire year. If there's a team I want to win that isn't the Detroit Lions, it's the Bills. It's the Jaguars. It's all the teams that have never won. The Browns. I empathize with the Browns. I wanted the Bengals to win that Super Bowl 3 or 4 years ago. Who else? The Texans. I'm always rooting for the underdog. I never want to see the same teams win. If you want to blame people, blame Sean McDermott, who was fired.
And he deserved to.
Brandon Bean, not sure how he got a promotion
how
out of
that
all
guy
this.
kept
Not
his
sure because
fucking job.
because this system of we need to trust our gunslinger quarterback and build around him, it failed. It failed. Your gunslinger quarterback, I'll give you that. I'll take the Brandon Cooks interception out of it. Your gunslinger quarterback had 3 turnovers, 3 very costly turnovers.
Yep.
3 of them in the biggest game of his life. Without Mahomes, without Burrow, without Lamar Jackson. He had 3 turnovers. And like I said, Brandon Bean, like, this was your deal. You wanted to build around Josh Allen. It failed. They need to not necessarily tear that thing down to the studs, but
They need to
Man,
bring in some help.
it was extremely weird. Did you see any of the highlights of the press conference between Terry Pagula and Brandon Bean today?
Vaguely.
They threw Keon Coleman under the bus. They said that was McDermott wanted that pick and Brandon didn't.
He's gone. He's as good as gone.
Dude, if there's dissension amongst your coaches and your GM, bad. Very bad.
Correct.
It's not a well-run organization. It's been bad for years. They should have fired McDermott 2 years ago.
Yep. I've been saying that for 2 years.
They've blown a lot of games. And I didn't think their offense played well enough to win this one. Their defense in the second half did. Their defense in the second half played well enough to win that game. But Josh Allen did not. That's why they lost. He turned the ball over 4 times. He turned the ball over 3 fair times. 3 of them.
Okay.
And that's that. I mean, that's the difference in the game. If you're going to go -3 in the turnover, -2 in this case in the turnover battle, you will lose. You will lose. It's the Lions were on an uphill climb last year when they were in the same situation. You'll lose.
And then the worst part about it was that, of course, Bo Nix broke his leg in the last fucking play of the game.
That is crazy, dude.
And the whole thing doesn't really matter at this point now.
Yep. Well, I don't know about that. You can't write them off.
I'm
dude.
writing them off.
Yeah, I think that's.
You want to know why I won't write them off?
dude. You can't write them off. They have a good coach. They have a very good defense. Stidham, we're about to see what he's made of, dude.
I won't write them off for
You can't write them off
you're right,
yet.
because they're playing a 14-3 team that had that
Gave him ammo.
that
No, it doesn't
Hold
matter.
on.
You can't write them
the
off
winning
yet, dude.
percentage, the winning
The game hasn't
yeah,
been
the
the
played.
winning
ammo
percentage of the
right
teams they
off.
went against was .391.
Yeah, everybody wrote off the Philadelphia Eagles when Nick Foles walked in. You
.391.
seen what happened there? Swinging Nick.
Yeah. Philadelphia
What was that?
probably
What was that
played-
team he played?
Philadelphia
17-0
probably
or some
played.
shit?
Had Philadelphia's road to get there was and again I can't recite it, but they actually had to beat somebody. Actually, this is the easiest strength of schedule that they have had since the pre-Tom Brady era.
Bullshit.
It
Bullshit.
is.
I believe it.
There was a Tom Brady
0.391.
era. Some of those Miami teams.
I believe
He
it.
got a
We're
one-way
talking about
ticket every
Miami
year.
this year.
dude.
Hold on.
Hey, we're talking about the Jets this year.
I believe what you're saying. But this is a part of the deal. Like, there's 4 teams left. None of them won their division. That's not true. Last year, the Rams did win their division. So
Correct.
only one of them is playing on a first-place schedule. The teams last week, the Bills were on a first-place schedule.
Yep.
The Bears were not.
No.
The Texans, I believe, were on a first-place schedule. Listen, this is the name of the game. This is my point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yes,
matter
but-
because they made
How
it
many
this
times
far.
have you seen the fucking 7th seed run in there with a fucking 500 record and go right to the Super Bowl and win?
It happens.
The fucking Giants did
The
it
Lions
twice.
2 years ago when we went on that run, the Lions were on a 3rd-place schedule, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Packers had the tiebreaker. The Lion. I don't remember who they drafted. It was the year they made all the trades. They picked 9th, so they had a 3rd-place schedule,
Right.
and they made a run. Like, that's literally how this works. The NFL is designed to do this, and I get that their schedule is historically bad win percentage-wise. Right? The league is better now than it's ever been, and
I agree with that.
The parity now, like, teams are much closer in the division standings and the level of play. The games are historically closer now than they were then. It was a different game then.
Do you think the Patriots are good enough to be in the AFC Championship?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Why?
He can't fathom it.
They're fucking. Listen to me. They have a good defense, solid offense, good special teams.
Stop.
Why?
Start from the top. The head coach, to me,
He is a great head coach.
one of the best in football.
Agreed.
Not a fluke. Did they play in the championship game 4 years ago with the Titans? 5 years ago with Tannehill?
5 years ago.
Did they play in the championship game?
I believe they did.
Done. He's brought 2 teams to a championship game, and both of them were arguably
disagree with
rebuilds. I think Drake May is good, not elite. I think he's good. I think he is
I
just
do
in this
think
year. I
he's
think
good.
he's worthy of the MVP. I think their receivers are outstanding. Diggs was great
Booty?
on Sunday or Saturday. Booty, did he have 2 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Booty was really good, right? I think
That
their running
one-hander,
game,
dude.
their running game and their offensive
That's the
line.
best corner in
But
football.
this is what makes them. It goes through their defense. That's a common theme with 3 of these 4 teams. Is it goes
Defense.
through the defense.
CJ Stroud was so bad.
Where was Houston?
It doesn't matter.
He was so bad.
It doesn't matter.
Like, that game was handed to Drake May on such a
That's
platter,
not
dude.
true. That's
It
not
happens.
It
It happens.
How do you
They
say
had
you
to-
not-
they had to
You need
earn
to
that,
go
dude.
back and watch the game.
Yeah, they
I
had to earn
watched
that.
the game.
Yeah.
I don't know about
I
a silver.
watched the game.
I don't know about a silver platter, but I know
It
what you're
didn't
saying.
take much.
I know what you're saying. It would have been a different game if there was competent quarterback play for sure. But who knows? Like I trust Drake May to cook in a shootout against C.J. Stroud. I trust
In
Drake May to
shitty
make all those
weather?
plays. And that's another thing. You're gonna hate what I have to say.
Go
You
ahead.
are going to hate what I have to say.
Go ahead.
I am sick at this stage of the season. I am sick of the weather having an impact on any games.
Robert
I think
Kraft
it
loves
takes
it.
away from the football.
Hey, that is football.
No,
It is
It's
football.
not to me.
That's football.
It's not to
That's
me.
bad
It's not.
football.
I still hate the fact they put a fucking dome here in Michigan.
I think it's
How would you
fair.
have liked to see the Lions playing in a fucking foot of snow?
I wouldn't be
That'd
hard
be
golf fan
great.
playing in the
People
fucking snow.
like
I
him.
think
Jared
it's
Goff can't
fair
play in the
this
snow.
time around. Like, there's no scenario. If the Panthers had gone on, it would have been a different story. But there's no scenario where anyone was playing anyone unfairly this weekend, where a team with a lot of wins was going against a team with less wins and playing in elements.
Right.
But I want to see Stafford and Caleb Williams in a shootout indoors with no wind and no
The Rams win
wind
that
chill.
game by 3 touchdowns.
And I want to see same thing with Stroud. I would have loved to
would've
know what
loved
Stroud was
that.
like with no elements, and what Drake May would have been like
Without
with no
the fumble.
elements.
You
Correct.
saw it all year.
I would have loved, I think at this stage in the game, unless you have an indoor or good weather, not necessarily
That-
neutral site, but
that's what the Super Bowl is for.
I
dude.
get it. I get it.
That's what the Super Bowl is for.
I get it.
That's what makes it special. Is you're playing without the elements.
Real quick, I don't want to lose these comments we have. We have a lot of comments. The first one, if you're still here, Nessie Marinier says, when will the Eagles get their offensive coordinator finalized? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Talk to Nick Sirianni. I don't even know who's left that they're talking to.
I don't know either.
Who's even interviewed for that position? Who wants that position?
I don't know why anybody.
Who
would.
wants to deal with Nick, whatever his name is, Jalen Hurts not being able to
Hey,
throw the
what's
ball in the middle of the
Jared
field?
Stidham running, rushing prop?
Yeah. So what do we think on Jared Stidham's rushing under?
There you go.
You probably hate it.
What's the
or you probably
prop?
love it. Excuse me.
I mean, dude, like, are we really gonna sit here and take that? Like, you guys, there's a part of you that actually think Jarrett Stidham's gonna go out there. If the Patriots are as good as you guys fucking think they are, which I don't, if they're as good as they think they are, you think Jarrett Stidham's gonna go out there and cook?
Hey, if these guys were not good, they wouldn't have won 14 games. You need to stop right now.
When Sean Payton
You sound ridiculous.
When Sean Payton won a Super Bowl in
You're worse than
2010,
me.
when Sean Payton won a Super Bowl in 2010, he did it with Mark Ingram and Reggie Bush. When Sean Payton went to the title game in 2019 against the Rams, he did it with Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara. I think they're going to run the shit out of the ball. I think we might get our old buddy from Ohio State back. He might play this week, right?
Who's that?
The running back. I'm sorry, I'm having another brain fart right now. The other running back.
Harvey?
No, the other running back that's been injured all year.
Dobbins?
J.K.
is back?
Dobbins is practicing.
Oh, really?
Don't know
Okay.
if he's going to play.
Okay.
Right? I think that they're going to run the ball. And conversely, I think the Patriots are going to run the ball. I think they know they can't beat each other unless they can force some
They
sort
have
of
to
respect
control
for
the
the
game.
run.
They got to control the line of scrimmage.
That goes for
Whoever
both
can
teams.
do that's going to win.
That goes for both teams.
Right.
I think these teams are very similar. The difference is I give the edge to the quarterback of the Patriots. That's it.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't really thrilled how the Texans defense was not as dominant as they were the week prior.
I think
It
it's
looked like
because-
to me they were.
To his credit, I think they were put in a lot of bad positions from Stroud.
Yeah.
I think Stroud
Drake May
put them in
started
bad
the ball
positions.
at the 30 every time.
Because they were forcing turnovers, they were getting
Yeah.
sacks, they
Yeah.
were cooking. Yeah, same drill. Like
I don't think anybody
Patri-
expected the Patriots defense to show up the way they did.
How honestly, I'd be so curious to see how many times the Patriots started with the short field.
Yeah.
How many times the Patriots started on the opposite side of the 50? Like, honestly, I would be shocked because it was that, again, if Stroud would have chucked the ball at the ground every time, it would have been
we're
better
still
off.
on this?
Because this is what we're doing.
Okay.
Because
What can't you fathom? They
The
lost.
Patriots are good.
They got
not
fist.
the good.
Listen to me.
Patriots are a good
Listen to me.
football team.
I liked Houston. I thought Houston had the best defense.
They
out of
do.
all the teams that were left.
they do.
They got fisted. Good night.
They didn't get
Good night.
fisted.
They got fisted.
Their
They got sent home.
quarterback, it was like Lamar Jackson against the Chiefs 2 years ago, where he forgot how to play football.
You still
CJ
got
Stroud forgot how
two
to play
top tier
football.
defensive teams left in this playoff run.
They're both in the NFC.
I'm sorry?
They're both in the NFC.
I disagree with that. I think you got one in the NFC and one in the AFC.
So you think the Patriots defense better than the Rams defense?
No, I don't. I didn't say that.
You said the Patriots defense better than the Rams
I think
defense?
Denver's defense is better than the Rams.
I think right now the Patriots defense is playing at a higher level than the Rams defense right now.
And
yeah,
you think
I
Denver's
do.
defense is
I
playing
do
better
too,
than both?
because you know what? I expected
Wow.
the Rams defense to
I'm
approach
just not
Chicago
seeing it,
a
man.
little better. I didn't see out of them what I seen earlier in the year from them. They ain't getting the pressure like they were a month ago.
Listen, you know what?
Denver has a better defense than New England.
I'm gonna root for Denver all weekend this weekend because I can't wait. I would love to see Jarrett Stidham just ruin this whole thing.
You're gonna be
That'd be a cool story.
sitting here pissed off again next week. That's all.
That's fine because you already know who's gonna win the Super Bowl. It's already the writing's
The
already on the
New
wall.
England Patriots.
Who?
Why are
Seattle.
you saying that,
Not
dude?
even- it's not even close.
I don't know
because
about
Seattle,
that, dude.
because Seattle, if they showed anything, okay, and granted, San Francisco folded very early on in that game. It was done, right?
Listen,
Like,
you see,
it was
you
done
seen
from
right
the opening
away.
kickoff.
I'll tell you what caught up
The
to San
injuries.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Just the injuries.
Yeah, these guys are playing third and fourth string guys in key positions, and they couldn't get it done. That's
A lot
the
of
problem.
Seattle
Yeah.
is a train, and
Yeah.
Seattle,
I don't know, man.
done it all year.
I got to
It
look at
looked
the
good.
weather. But I think that the
I
Rams,
think it's going to be shitty there in
I
Seattle.
think that the
windy,
Rams
rainy,
can
shitty.
easily take that game. Easily.
Really?
Yeah,
Running the
I'm not.
They have to
betting
run
on-
the football.
Before the postseason, I don't know if you guys saw my bracket. I got this Final Four. I nailed
I know
it.
You
that.
did.
I wouldn't pick the Rams today. I think Seattle's going to win at home. That being said, if there's any team that can beat Seattle, it's the Rams. The Rams are
Right.
healthy. They have all the pieces. That was a pretty.
Listen, you got Matt Stafford, and you got all these receivers.
That was the
They're
definition.
semi-healthy.
That was the definition of adversity on Sunday
Game
in
time is
Chicago.
going to be 34 but clear.
Much better than 10 in snow and rain.
Correct.
and wind.
Yeah, and wind. Don't forget the wind. Yeah, I think, and the Rams have a really bad taste in their mouth from the last time they played Seattle because that was a slugfest. But that should be a great game. That's a Super Bowl. That's a Super Bowl in itself, right there.
Yep.
Real quick comments. We have we never got back to the Jarrett Stidham under on the rushing pot. Yeah, take it. Take Jarrett Stidham under
Dude's
anything.
probably lost.
Under everything you could think of. That being
In fact, you know
said,
what? I'm
they
going
got
to
a
go
shot.
out on a limb right now for you. Jared Stidham anytime.
Jarrett
touchdown.
Stidham, it's over 13 and a half. You know what? I'd take the over.
Stanley Steve
Take the
says
over.
Pat's defense pressured him. He's probably talking about Stroud. Pat's only team to throw 3 TDs on Houston. Just stop.
Because they started at the 30-yard line every time. Oh, my God.
Matt Blood probably
Special
referring to
team.
me. Matt Blood's probably referring to me here. He said he won with Breeze too, though. He did have Breeze. Yes, he did have Breeze. That's fair. But also he
Who?
won. He's talking about Sean Payton with the running.
Yeah.
Come at me. Our old pal Anthony, the Raiders fan. Hey guys, I'm assuming I'm really late. You're not really late, but you're late.
20
Who
minutes.
cares? The Raiders are getting a dog next year. I actually only saw the second half of the football game Monday night.
Oh,
Really?
I
watched the whole
love.
thing.
I went to the Pistons game. I love Fernando Mendoza. I absolutely love him. I just don't trust that organization to groom a quarterback. Who's the last quarterback that they groomed? You tell me. Fran Tarkenton.
Frank Tarkenton never played for the
Who is their quarterback?
Stabler. Ken
Ken Stabler.
In the
Rich
70s.
Gannon. Rich
Yeah,
Gannon.
Rich Gannon did well. And that was in what?
Just ask Anthony.
Late 80s, early 90s with Gruden.
I just
He's the
pulled-
last guy to groom a quarterback.
Late 2000s. They went to the Super Bowl in the
Yeah.
2000s.
Did they draft Derek Carr?
In fact, they lost to Gruden. And
They
the
drafted
Buccaneers.
Derek Carr. Yes,
Yeah.
they drafted Derek Carr.
You want to call Derek Carr a success? Carson Palmer?
Nope.
That's towards
They
the
didn't
end.
draft him,
They
and
didn't
no.
draft him.
A homegrown
Marcus
Raiders
Russell, Josh McCown,
Nope.
There you go, Jamarcus
Harry
Russell.
Collins, Rich Gannon, Jeff George.
He's the last guy to be successful. Was
Jeff
Rich
George?
Gannon. They drafted George.
Yeah. Jim Plunkett, 1982.
There you go. He won a Super Bowl.
Ken Stabler.
Hey, he won a Super Bowl. I
Tim
remember
Plunkett,
that.
that's what I meant,
He hit
not,
Kenny
uh,
King on the sidelines. Hey, that was against the Eagles. He hit Kenny King on the sidelines, went all the way for a touchdown. I still remember that. 70-yard touchdown.
Wada Squad says.
I watched it with my dad.
Wada Squad
RIP.
says Herbert and CJ had more playoff experience. Matt Blood said the Patriots defense outplayed the Texans. Coming from a Bronco fan, I agree with that.
That's true.
The Patriots defense is better than the Rams.
I disagree with
right now it is for sure. I think talent-wise, the Rams defense is more talented.
Absolutely.
But it's not playing like it right now.
No, they're not playing as a unit.
Rams struggled versus Bryce Young from Wada Squad twice. They did it twice. But how do we know Dave Canales just didn't know how to cook the Rams because he was coaching in for Seattle for 10 years.
Look at the Lions
That's
cooked Chicago twice.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Joshua Patrick Allen. Yes, you're sitting at home. You're going to Cancun.
Patty Mahomes.
Darnold will choke from Stanley Steve.
Darnold is not going to choke. The time for Darnold to choke would have been last year.
I don't know if
all year
Darnold's
this
going to
year.
choke. I agree with you. He's not going to choke, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win. I still think the Rams can win that game.
You really think that?
Yeah, I do. It's a divisional game, and they split.
Here's how it's going to go. If Seattle's able to run the ball and gash them the way they did last week,
I don't see
it's
it.
over.
I don't see
If
it.
they can gash the Rams. I don't see that either.
I don't
but
see it.
especially with Charbonnet out. You know,
Carr was a success for the most part where he was taken. Yes, he was where he was taken. How many playoff games did he win? They haven't been asking much of Darnold the last some weeks. That's fine. If that's what wins, if you have a good running game, you can win anything. So if they're not asking a lot of Darnold and they're winning games, that means it's working. And you know what? When they do start asking a lot of Darnold,
everybody's under the wrong impression here. What wins championships?
defense.
What wins
Defenses and running games. Defense
and
running
the football. That's what wins you championships. It ain't about fucking throwing the ball all over the field. Because if you got to throw the ball 30, 40 times, odds are you're going to lose.
We combine the two AFC games. Do you want to touch on the NFC ones a little bit further? Is there a game?
Absolutely.
Do you want to go more in depth on Patriots Texans, or are you all set there?
I mean, I'm standing by. You know what? I am standing on my business that regardless of what happens, whoever wins the Super Bowl is going to come out of the NFC. I firmly believe it's going to be Seattle today. And New England if they are in the Super Bowl, they will be, in my recent memory, the most overrated, undeserving team to be there.
I don't know. That happens.
I don't know
more
about
often than you
that.
think.
That's usually Buffalo.
That happens more often than
Buffalo's
you think.
never been there.
Doesn't
Josh
where?
Allen's never been
What's
there.
in
where?
recent?
Josh Allen's never been there.
What is
Oh, a
in
championship
recent
game?
memory?
Super Bowl. I said Super Bowl.
What's in recent memory?
What, the Super Bowl team that's there that didn't deserve it?
Yeah. How long you say in recent memory? When was the last time?
Yeah. When's
a
the last
team
time
made
you've
the
seen
Super
a
Bowl that
team
didn't
go to the
deserve it?
Super Bowl that didn't deserve it?
Let's see.
Beside Carolina.
Well, that I would have to agree with you there. Probably the Carolina one. Philadelphia and Kansas City last year, as much as
Both
Philadelphia
deserved
was
it.
sus,
Both
they
won
deserved
seats.
it.
Both won seats.
Kansas City and Frisco,
Both won seats.
both. Kansas City, Philly,
Both great game. If it's a great game, then they deserve to be there.
Rams, Bengals,
Both deserved it.
Bucks, Chiefs,
Both deserved it.
Kansas City, Frisco.
Okay. Gets tricky there. I
That
believe that
Frisco
San
team was
Francisco team
questionable.
wasn't a division. Oh no, it was.
They won the
They
division.
were 13-3.
Yeah.
Patriots, Rams.
Some might make the case for the Rams, but
Somebody would make the case. But
they were
Todd Gurley.
also they did well.
Eagles, Pats,
Both deserve to be there.
Atlanta.
Here's your comp. No,
your
it's
comp
not,
right
it's
here.
Not Atlanta. Atlanta almost won it.
Patriots, Giants.
Nope.
No, it's Carolina against them.
It's the Carolina Panthers.
It was Carolina. You were right.
It's the
the first
Carolina
time.
Panthers.
Carolina
so in 10
against
years,
Denver.
In 10 years.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I hope it's not. If the Patriots win and they make it, I hope it's not a close game for your sake. Because I don't know how you're going to spin it.
You remember that game
What?
with Carolina?
If the
it
Patriots win
was-
this by a field goal?
Not this one, because
R.I.P..
they're going up against a backup quarterback. If they make the Super Bowl and it's a close game, will you admit that they deserve to be there? What if they make the
They
Super? What if
deserve
they
to be
win the
there,
Super
dude.
Bowl?
If
What
they
if they
win the
win?
Super
be
Bowl,
there.
then it is what it is because they have to beat one of the true top 4 teams in football to do it.
Right, so
The
you
thing
can't
is,
say
they haven't
that
done that yet.
what they've
this year.
done. What they've done
They
has been
have
impressive.
Not beaten a
Chicago-
top 5 team.
Chicago
yet
was
this year.
impressive, and so was New
Did they
England.
beat them?
to make it where they're at.
It's the NFL. They don't have to be top 5 teams. This is why
win the Super
This is
Bowl,
why
they
every
do.
team, every coach goes, "We're trying to go 1-0 this week. We're just trying to go 1-0. It's the NFL. We're just trying to win every week. We look at it in a new week." They say that because it's true. Like, it's all matchup based, right?
Yeah.
To win the Super Bowl, they have to beat either Seattle or the Rams.
Listen,
And then
they just beat a very good team in fucking Houston.
When
So
the
I don't
quarterback-
know.
Whatever.
When the quarterback
whatever.
didn't know how to
Whatever.
play. Didn't know how to
You
play.
said if the Patriots beat Houston, you would take them to go all the way.
And there's an asterisk next to that because CJ
whatever,
Stroud.
dude.
Because guess what? If you were sitting, if the roles were reversed and Drake May threw 5 picks, and I was sitting here gloating about how great Houston played, you guys would be saying the same goddamn
The
thing.
only reason why you'd be
Okay.
happy is because then you know that Drake May won't be able to break Tom Brady.
He won't
record.
break Tom Brady's record.
I don't agree with that. That can be
Ever.
done easily. He's very young.
That's a little.
I mean, just just
Playing in
I
a
will
shit,
let this go.
shit fuck
I'm
division.
gonna let this go right after this.
Go ahead.
Patriots record against playoff teams this year. They lost to Pittsburgh.
Oh, here we go.
They beat Buffalo by a field goal, who you guys say is dog shit.
I never said Buffalo was dog shit. I just said that
Then
they ain't
they
gonna win.
lost to
I said
Buffalo.
this.
I
thought Buffalo was
They
dog
will
shit.
not win with Josh Allen.
that was it.
I thought Buffalo was dog shit.
And they beat Carolina.
I thought both.
So they beat Carolina and Buffalo.
think
They went 500 in their 4 games. They only played 4 games against playoff teams and went 500. I'm
you
sorry,
go.
it ain't there.
Well, you're going to say the same thing about the Rams? They
That's
lost
how-
to
that's
Carolina.
literally how it works, though. That's the Chicago
That's
Bears
the
this year.
point.
That's the whole point. You have to win the games you're supposed to win, and if you go 500 in the games that are 50-50, then you went 500. That's a 750 win
You're going to the
percentage right there.
playoffs.
Yeah, you're going,
You're going to the playoffs.
Win the
What the
divisions.
fuck?
It's just not.
That's
not
12-5 right there.
It's not
Yeah.
impressive. It's not impressive.
I think it.
Okay, Chicago had to go through. At the end of the day, Chicago had to go through Detroit. They had to go through Green Bay. They had to go through Minnesota, who at the end of the year looked really good. It's again, and it goes back to what Zolo said about how that division has always been dog shit, and it has. But when you get 4 games against Miami and the Jets, I'm sorry, it's not there yet. It ain't there for me. It ain't there. If they win the Super Bowl, we'll have a different conversation.
Well,
Would you like to talk about coaches, Zolo?
We're done. We're done with
Oh
the
wait,
games.
do you want to go
are you
back
done
to
talking?
Chicago?
No, I'm
no,
done.
we're good. We're good.
If you
We're-
guys
we're
are good,
done.
I'm good.
What do you think of Chicago?
Me?
I think
Yeah.
Chicago will be the Detroit Lions next year.
I think
don't
they're on
think
the
so.
rise. Again, there's a digital archive of me for the last 2.5 years apologizing for Caleb Williams, and now that he's playing well, right? Like I believe in this thing. That being said, I think they are going to major struggle. They're gonna struggle.
I don't want to. I
If
don't
he
want
would have
to.
thrown 3 picks in that game,
I don't want to
they'd be in
burst
that
any
situation.
bubbles here, but let's be honest. The reason why the Chicago Bears were winning is because of the turnover differential. They led the league in
Correct.
fucking
It's
turnovers.
That's
gonna
not
be a
going to
lot like
that's not going to
Minnesota.
happen
When you
next
lead
year.
the league, right?
It's
when
not
you
just the
lead
turnover
league
differential.
in the turnover department. You're gonna be there at the end.
It's not just that though. They needed some extraordinary things to happen to win some
Correct.
games.
I mean, the fluke
They
catch.
needed missed field goals. They
Yeah.
needed like crazy
Overtime
field goals.
fluke catch.
They needed the Colston Loveland against the Bengals.
Right.
That's why I think they're going to regress next year.
Yeah, I
Now-
do too, because I
now-
don't see them repeating defensively.
No,
what they've
their
done this
their schedule is dog
gonna-
shit next year.
they're
It
about
is
to
so
lose some
hard.
guys, too.
They're going to lose some guys. Now, I think people overreact. Oh, the cap situation, the salary caps. It's a myth.
Correct.
But the window, like even if they mess up next year, the window isn't closed. You need to take advantage as long as Caleb Williams and Colston Loveland are on this rookie deal, right? I think
Right.
they have some studs. I think Manungai is a stud. I think that Luther Burden might be their best
I
receiver.
agree with that.
What more can we say about Colston Loveland? I think second half of the season, Colston Loveland is the best rookie tight end I have ever seen. Better than Sam Laporta, better than Brock Bowers,
Oh,
better than anything. Yeah, the game. Colston Loveland plays in that at the end of that fourth quarter, the Bears win.
Like
Yeah, they do.
here's the thing, right? Caleb's interceptions cost them that game, and that's okay. The whole thing is, I don't think Stafford
Caleb's
played
a gunslinger, and
Stafford
you
didn't play a
can't,
perfect game.
That's what it is.
But next year, the Bears, to me, are a 9 or 10 win football team.
The Bears, when they're running the football and playing defense, are very good.
Bears are going to win 9 or 10
When
games.
they're getting them turnovers, that's why they win.
Uh,
They had a great year. They got nothing to be ashamed of. I don't think anybody expected them to be where they were at.
no.
I didn't. I didn't expect for them to win a division. There's no fucking way.
No.
Yeah.
But they won't next year. That's the whole thing.
Well,
You know what I mean?
you know what?
They won't.
We don't know. We don't know.
Here
yet.
we go. You know what? You two need to be separated. You need to
Why?
be
Because I said I don't know.
Because you guys are
don't
playing
know
off
that?
of each other now today. At
because
the end of
that's
the
the
day,
game
you
of
don't know
football.
anything.
Well, let
you
me-
don't know anything.
Let's say this next
Realistically,
year.
we don't know anything.
Yeah.
Until the game's going on, we don't know shit.
Well, then why are
We
we
got a
even
lot
here?
of shit going into next year.
Why are we even here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we don't know anything,
You know a little.
the whole point of this. Oh, so now we do know things.
You know the things that we know.
What do we know?
You don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know what's going to happen next
Yes,
year.
but you can
can
sit there and
predict.
you can make an educated guess, right?
absolutely.
The Bears are going to play tougher opponents next year. People will.
We're going to
see
play a
Caleb
first
Williams
place schedule
coming.
next year. Good
Correct.
luck.
They're not going to win the turnover differential, like you said. They're going to lose pieces on defense, and Caleb Williams probably won't be as lucky as he was this year. So what does that equal? That to me equals 9.
Well,
or 10
there's
wins.
some serious tape out there on Caleb Williams now.
Bingo.
So defenses will fucking play him a lot.
So even though we don't know,
the soft,
kind
And
of
on
sophomore
top of that,
slump.
On top of that, he still finished with the 25th passer rating in the league.
Yeah.
He still throws the ball. I think the best of Caleb Williams is still in front of us. I think he's going to evolve and keep getting better. So the fact that they made it as far as they did with Caleb Williams just being a par quarterback, and I thought he was great in the playoffs. I thought he was great in the 2 playoff games. There's probably more to like than you would. There isn't. Like, there is a lot to like if you're a Chicago Bears fan.
yes,
But you're going to have to go after it next year with a feisty-ass Packers team coming
they are
for you.
us reincarnated.
I think that's generous. I don't think they're as talented as the Lions.
They're not. But the way that things are going,
The Lions had
it's
the best
us
offense in the
reincarnated.
fucking North, period.
Yes.
When it's
Even with the shitty fucking line that they have, they still had the best offense in the North.
it's good.
That's not the problem.
Okay. Now I am ready to talk about coaching.
Do we want to start with? Do we want to go through all the jobs that were filled, or do?
Well,
we
let's start with Sean McDermott getting fired.
It was long overdue.
That was long overdue.
It was long overdue.
And,
I was almost 3 for 3
I
on the
would like to
coaches
be
getting.
Yeah, you
removed.
were. I would like to be the first one to say, "Sayonara, motherfucker."
I guess Brian Dabble's taking the OC job in Tennessee too, which I thought that was a match made in heaven.
Brian Dable, Patrick
Who's this
King,
Halfley guy that they got?
Jeff Halfley's the Packers D coordinator. He's very good.
Is he that good?
Now, here's the thing.
Oh,
He has
about
he has minimal not minimal, but his NFL experience is limited to the last 2 or 3 years, and he had a losing record at Boston College, and he was the head coach at Boston College.
Okay.
But his defenses were good.
Right.
His defense was very good this year. I thought Green Bay's defense was good until Micah Parsons got knocked out. They aren't the problem.
Right.
How McDermott and Mike Tomlin didn't survive and Matt LaFleur survived this thing. Like, if you're the
That,
Lions
to me,
or the
is
Bears,
blowing my mind.
oh
dude.
my God, you got to be so excited that Green Bay bought. They're returning LaFleur and they're returning Jordan Love next year. Doesn't get any better than that.
Doesn't get any better. You want to know something? The Buffalo head coaching job, they're probably going to fuck it up. They're probably going to hire the wrong guy.
Can I tell you something?
And that's just the way it is.
It's a good job. I think the Giants' job was better. That's why the best coach in the cycle took the Giants' job. I think the Ravens' job is better than the Buffalo job. I'd rather have
I
Lamar
agree.
than Josh Allen. I'd rather have that defense than. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same. There's more to like.
The Ravens overall are a better team than Buffalo.
Yeah.
Talent-wise.
There's a lot more to like in
if
Baltimore.
I think
Lamar
talent-wise-
remembers how to play football.
Well, you could say the
it's the
same about
talent,
Josh
dude.
Allen, though.
But
Same thing with him.
You
Josh,
could say the
okay.
same thing.
Josh Allen, if you put Josh Allen with the Ravens defense, I think different story.
With the what?
If Josh Allen had the Ravens defense,
I disagree.
You know
I
what,
disagree.
dude? Josh Allen is just, dude, he's underachieved every year.
You know who Josh Allen's comp is to me? His current professional comp. Like, if I could compare Josh Allen to any other quarterback that's currently a starting quarterback in the NFL, you know who I would compare him to? Lamar Jackson. That's his comp. They play the
Yeah,
same.
they're the same way.
They play the same brand of football. The same thing.
They run
So, no,
around and
I don't think so.
when they have to throw the ball and make the play, it's 9 out of 10 times it's
Yeah,
not going to work.
On top of that, their teams go as they do. Their teams go like if Josh Allen's playing well, the Bills are going to be
take
rolling.
Josh Allen away from Buffalo, they're a 5-win team.
They both can't win big
They're
games.
a 5 fucking win team.
They both struggle to win big games.
Right.
They both
Outside of James Cook and
minimal
Josh
pieces
Allen,
to throw to.
who would you even want from that fucking team?
Nobody.
Nobody. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But you guys are making a very good point because in Baltimore, who would you want on that team outside of Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
They're
who'd you want?
There's
very
nobody on that offense.
They're
Smith?
similar.
Offense.
similar.
Offensive side of the ball.
I'm a Lions fan that wants Tyler Linderbaum as my center next
Yeah,
year.
It's not going to happen.
nice.
I agree with you, but that doesn't
gonna
mean I can't dream.
Okay.
That would be very nice.
All right. So who else are we talking about getting hacked or whacked or hired or?
Amu Bob's back in the picture.
Dude, I cannot believe.
How about Amu Bob and Dable? That's actually
Hey, I
great.
love that.
And I don't know. I didn't know Dable wasn't taking. Man, I don't know if you're Buffalo, how you're not talking
how did
to
this
Dable.
guy get a fucking head coaching job?
Amu Bob,
Yes.
his defenses are very good.
He's awful.
His defense.
Then put him as a defensive coordinator. As a fucking head coach,
You
he's
saw what he
garbage.
did with Peanuts at
garbage.
D coordinator. You just saw it.
What do you mean?
San Francisco
That
with
team-
all the
hold
injuries
on,
finished
hold on.
with a
That-
really good defense.
That team was deep, dude. That team is deeper than what he's picking up there in Tennessee.
Maybe he was still out his two best
You
players.
seen what
on
he
the
did with the
defense.
Jets?
Yeah,
The Jets, hold on. I'm going to say this right now. There's two organizations in the NFL where you can no longer judge a coach based on what they do there. That is the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I think Amu Bob could come out of that Titans job smelling like flowers, and I think Kevin Stefanski could come out of the Atlanta job smelling like flowers.
How about the
Just
rivalry between Amu Bob and Liam Cohen? Have you guys kept up with it? So Amu Bob was the finalist for the Jacksonville job. They would have hired Amu Bob. It's me. They would have hired Amu Bob had Liam Cohen not turned around and ghosted everyone in Tampa, right? They were going to hire Amu Bob. So Amu Bob thought he was taking that job, and then all of a sudden Liam Cohen comes in. So that's why. Do you remember they played this year, San Francisco and Jacksonville, and they got in a fight after the handshake? So people think that Robert Saleh took the Titans job just to spite Liam Cohen because he wants to play against Jacksonville twice next year.
Yeah.
And he wants to beat them, which I think is interesting. You want to add some spice to that division? Please add some spice.
I don't see how anybody would be dumb enough to hire him.
Who?
I
don't.
think he's
As
a
a
good
head coach.
coach. I think. He's a good
Hold on.
coach.
Hold on.
They
I
tried
didn't say
the
he was a bad
offensive
DC.
thing.
His as a head coach, I don't see it.
They tried the offensive thing, and it didn't work
What are you talking about?
in Tennessee.
Offensive coach?
Yeah, and it didn't work.
Okay.
Granted, it was probably the wrong guy. But if you bring in Amu Bob
I think
to be
the
the
guy
head
that they
coach
fired is better than Akmu Bob.
and Dabble,
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't.
Really?
That guy's dog shit.
Are you serious?
That was dog shit.
Yeah, I thought Callahan was a bad.
Yeah, it was a bad. That's why haven't you heard his name once?
Callahan? We're not talking about
You
Callahan.
talking about the guy that they fired? Wait, what was the?
Who's the guy that
Who,
the,
the
fucking
interim
Titans
guy? The
fired?
fucking bum?
Oh, I don't even know who their interim
Yeah.
coach was.
I don't
I
either.
don't even know who it was.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It was someone notable,
Mike McCoy.
Mike McCoy, who also got fired in the past. He got fired from
Already.
at least one job.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking A.
Mike McCoy got fired from
Mike McCoy head coaching record 29-46.
the Chargers.
I've
fired
seen
Mike
worse.
McCoy.
I've seen worse.
That's
Look
pretty
at
bad.
Matt Patricia's fucking
That's
head coach.
pretty bad. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the gold
Okay.
standard we're using
There you
now.
go.
The dumpster standard.
Listen, and the bottom line is this: I don't think he's a very good head coach. I didn't say he wasn't a good football coach, a head coach. I don't think he's very good. He better bring in the right guys around him.
Here's the thing.
Like
Here's the
Dable
thing. He's
and
only got to
other
run
guys.
the defense right now. He has a head coach
Right.
that can operate with this young quarterback. He
Right.
has what he needs. That's like a
That's key.
That's an appalling in a good way. Like that's a shocking hire. Dable going.
Yeah.
Dable
if
must
they get
really.
him.
Dable's a quarterback guy, so if Dable sees something in Cam Ward,
Oh, yeah.
I trust Dable with the quarterback. Like Josh Allen is Josh
Right.
Allen.
And then
because of
Bob
Brian
Saleh
Dable.
stays out of every offensive room in the building and just coaches defense.
Whatever.
That could be a pretty good combination there.
I'll tell you this right now: if he's there by fucking year 2, I'll be shocked.
No,
think he will
I
be.
think he will
The
too.
weak division, I think he will be.
I think I'll be shocked if he's there by year 2.
What do you think about
I
Stefanski?
won't be gone. I won't be shocked if he's gone by year 2.
What do you think about Kevin Stefanski getting
Kevin
the,
Stefanski-
Michael Penix? Michael Penix and Kevin Stefanski
Well,
going into next
here's
year.
the problem right now. You got to see how Penix's health wise. I don't know if he'll miss time, but Baker Mayfield's made it a personal fucking agenda to
destroy
absolutely
Kevin Stefanski.
destroy him for throwing him out like a piece of trash in Cleveland.
Yep.
Baker Mayfield's got to win his division first.
Yeah, that's true too. Now, I will say, because I was reading something about Michael Penix and his injury history, right? And they were talking about how if hypothetically this injury could take Penix longer than normal to come back from due to his injury history, and hypothetically if he does not come back as the same player, between Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins all happening at once and neither of them working, it would be almost as big of a bag fumble as the Deshaun Watson signing was in Cleveland. It would be the two worst.
I don't believe that.
So he goes from the Deshaun Watson signing to what could possibly be another complete train wreck.
I don't know.
Do you think he could be successful in Atlanta?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
I do too.
I think he's a good coach. I don't think him as a coach is the reason why Cleveland has been where they're at. Cleveland is a young team that didn't have any kind of fucking talent on offense until this year. For the last 3 years, you haven't had a quarterback that they fucking sold the farm for in the last 3 years. And it's just been a clusterfuck of move after move, bad coach after bad coach. I can't blame Stefanski for all that debacle there in Cleveland because they were successful with the fucking 40-year-old fucking quarterback falling asleep on the bench.
I would have loved to have seen him with one more receiver, one more.
A real
like
receiver.
like an elite receiver, and you guys aren't going to like what I say next. And a healthy Deshaun Watson.
Oh
No,
no!
I'm
Oh,
serious.
no.
I
Oh,
agree.
no!
I totally
no.
agree. Listen, you say what you want to say about Tug and Rub
Fuck,
5
dude.
years
He
ago.
hasn't played football in
Hold
3
on.
years.
Tug and Rub 5 years ago was a top 3 quarterback.
You know, 5
Go
years
back-
ago,
go
Todd
back and
Gurley
fucking-
was the top
go
running
back
back
and
too.
fucking
But
look.
he's dead.
No, he wasn't.
There's instances of quarterbacks making, and maybe not as many modern, look what Phil Rivers did this year. He came in out of nowhere and
Off the street hasn't played in 5 years.
exactly.
Dude.
Off the street, off the couch, hasn't played in 5 years and was a viable quarterback.
To me, there's no scenario where we don't see Deshaun Watson.
What happened before Deshaun Watson destroyed his leg? Like what happened
mean?
before the debacle? Where were the Browns before the debacle?
That's a team that was so depleted in
It was bad,
in
but it had no
fucking-
talent.
Their offensive talent was
It had no
nil.
Judkins. It had no Fannin. It had Njoku, I guess. It had I for one think Jerry Jeudy is atrocious.
atrocious.
So-
Their receiving
He had a
room
good
is
year
atrocious.
this year. He had a good year.
Good year for the
They
Browns.
don't have anybody else.
Good year for the Browns.
right,
But,
they
but
still are
where are you
problem.
where do you place Jerry Jeudy if you were having a fantasy draft? Like, is he in your top 30?
Fuck no.
No.
No, but what else did they have to fucking use out there?
I'm trying to tell you.
They had nothing,
That's what
dude.
I'm trying to tell you. Is,
Yeah.
is what does Deshaun Watson look like when he gets a DeAndre Hopkins?
Yeah,
to
he
Cleveland?
didn't have a Hopkins in Cleveland. So
It's hard for me to sit here. This guy hasn't had a viable year since 2020, dude.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years off.
yeah, in 5 years.
It's injuries though. It's not.
And
because
that's the other
he's
thing.
been out
How
of
does he come back and perform after having the same?
Now there's the
Achilles
question.
ruptured
Now
twice?
there's the question. That
Well,
being
that's
said,
what camp is for.
That being said, there's so much money tied up in him. They gotta at least try, and they'll know.
Yeah.
They'll know in camp. They'll know in OTAs. They'll know.
They'll know real
If it
quick.
doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Okay, how do we feel about I was surprised to see Harbaugh go to New York. It just, to me, it makes all the sense in the world mentally. I just don't like I don't like thinking about it. It kind of
I
makes
actually
No.
like it.
To me, that was the top job.
it was the
available.
top job with the top coach.
So no,
Agreed.
it doesn't. It makes tons of sense.
He's going to a team that has absolute young studs on defense, and offensively, you got a young quarterback that you can fucking groom, and you have a slew of backs there that are decent. You have one of the best receivers in football on that team if he can come back healthy. You know, and Wan'Dale Robinson could be that nice little number 2 to Batman there.
I'll be damned.
So guess what? I see that as being the best job that was available.
I was just surprised by that one. I don't know why, but
To me, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still shocked that Dable lost a job there. I'm shocked by that.
Maybe it wasn't deserved, but they. Yeah, I don't want to say shocked because it almost happened last year.
I get it because they didn't win no football games, and I get it. But you would have gave this guy one more year. You don't think he could have put in a effective fucking team on the field? I think so. If you would have fucking waited it out. The defense was right there. That front seven is right there. They need some pieces on the back end. Then that offense, you got a good left tackle there, young left tackle. You got a very good receiver. You got that idiot Bruce who gets fucking 8 concussions in 5 games. You got that fucker there. I mean, you got to have some. You got something there, dude.
So
you got a nice nucleus of young players.
So real quick, who makes sense to go to the Ravens then? Like who fills that Harbaugh hole?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
Supposedly,
Mike
Mike McDaniel is the favorite right now.
No, it's not. It's go. That's the Chargers' offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
He got hired?
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel's the Chargers' offensive coordinator.
Since when?
Yesterday.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wants to work with Herbert. That's a really good match in my opinion
agree
too.
yeah.
Jesse Minter and Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, and him and Harbaugh, they're also
they're all
kinda
smoking all kinds
Well,
of fucking opium.
so he likes to run the ball, right? Like he's excellent with running backs. So I would watch out for Amarian Hampton's a guy that I'm circling.
Oh, yeah.
So Amarian Hampton with healthy tackles could be good. Go team by team with the
trying to
opening.
get the odds up
What's happening with this is what I want to know. This is the $10 million question times 2. The Cardinals and the Browns.
Yeah.
I don't know who's taking those jobs.
Yeah.
And who are the quarterbacks for both?
Who's the
of those
fucking
teams?
quarterback for
Okay.
Cardinals?
Bills right now.
Okay.
Clint Kubiak, number 1.
Oh, that's
Dabble,
right.
2.
That's
Joe
right.
Brady, 3. But Joe Brady got
Okay.
hired today somewhere, didn't he?
Did he? News to
I
me.
don't know.
Maybe not.
The 2 Seattle coordinators are likely getting hired.
And Davis
In
Webb.
fact, both of the Kubiaks might get hired. Clint Kubiak and then the
Davis
Rams,
Webb,
the
the
Rams
quarterback?
Kubiak,
Yeah.
right?
Davis Webb?
Or the Denver Kubiak.
Pittsburgh right now is Chris Shula.
I've heard Davis Webb come up a ton.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pittsburgh's Okay, sorry. Start over.
All right, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Kubiak,
Okay.
Dabble,
Okay.
Brady,
Okay.
Webb.
It's gonna be Kubiak.
I think so too.
Yeah.
If Dabble takes the other job.
Might be Davis Webb going with
Dabo already took the job as OC.
Yeah, Dable's gone.
Is it done?
That's a done deal.
I don't
He took
think
the
it's
job
a done deal.
is an OC in the Titans. It's him and Mahmoud Bob. We just talked about that.
No,
What the
he
fuck?
interviewed. He did not sign.
Oh, I thought he signed.
Pittsburgh.
Shula, you said.
Chris Shula 1. Mike McCarthy 2.
Jesus Christ.
Brian Flores 3.
You know what? I'm fucking disgusted right now with this regurgitation
Sean McDermott 4.
of these fucking coaches.
Sean McDermott 4.
Sean McDermott does not deserve a job right now.
Cleveland Browns. Grant Udinsky. Jim Schwartz.
Did you know he was a linebacker?
Jim Schwartz?
No, Radinsky.
Yeah, now he's a quarterback guru.
Yeah.
Sean McDermott.
Okay.
Todd Monkton.
Dable was not hired, by the way. Sam was right. So I think Dable ends up in Buffalo.
Think so?
Yeah, 100%.
Well,
Patrick
that's where he came from.
Patrick came from the Red Wings, who sends out like one tweet every 10 years. Tweeted out today a picture of Brian Dable and bring him home because he's from Buffalo. Pat
Right.
Kane's from Buffalo. So I think Brian Dable, that's a good match too. That's worth firing.
He's the only
trigger.
reason why that McDermott held the job for as many years as he did.
Probably.
Because he should have been gone fucking 2 years ago.
Baltimore. Jesse Minter 1.
You know what? I could see that happening, dude. I really do.
Who's his OC? That's the problem.
He's going to need to get one.
Clint Kubiak 2. Sean McDermott 3. Joe Brady 4.
Sean McDermott
How does
plus
fucking Joe Brady?
Oh, that's a good one too. Joe Brady
Hey,
makes a lot of
why
sense.
do people keep talking about Joe Brady?
Because he's a good offensive mind.
You think so?
I do,
too.
yeah.
You think so?
I do. I think
I remember him being in places and just
when I think of Joe Brady, the first thing I think of is Joe Burrow. Is 2019 LSU. Joe Burrow doesn't exist and possibly Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson don't exist
I don't believe that.
without Joe Brady.
Guys are monsters. I don't believe that.
They're
for one
monsters.
minute.
They're monsters, but that like
Joe Brady wouldn't be where he's at if it wasn't for them fucking guys.
well, Joe Burrow doesn't exist without Joe Brady. Joe Burrow was a nobody.
Raiders, Kubiak, Minter, McDermott, Brady.
Wait, hold on. What's going
Tom
on?
Brady?
What's going on with
Joe Brady.
with the Raiders? What's going on with what's his face? Brian Flores.
He's not on this list at the moment.
Brian Flores isn't going to get any one of these jobs. The
It's
literal
Brian
best D
Flores
coordinator in
is
football.
on the Steelers list, and that's it. Cardinals. Vance Joseph, number 1.
He just got fired. He just got fucking fired. How's he going to get another job? What the fuck?
Sean
This is
McDermott, number 2.
Listen to me. This is
Brian
exactly
Flores,
what
number
I'm
3.
talking about.
Mike LaFleur, number 4.
There you go. That's great. That's great. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Here's the problem with the NFL right now is because you got these guys getting regurgitated from one team to the next every fucking year. That's wrong, dude. Give one of these guys in the college level a shot. Fuck these guys, dude. These guys are dog shit.
I am shocked we are not hearing that. Not
Kurt Singletti.
I guess there's these college. We had this conversation already, but the college coaches can get more money from the colleges than they can from the pros because
Absolutely.
there's no
And your job
it's a loss.
job isn't on a
A
fucking
lot
line.
of the NFL owners donate to their alma maters, right?
Right.
So there's more money there, and then there's easier to negotiate contracts. It's arguably easier to win now in college too than it is in the pros.
Skignetti
That
just
being
proved
said,
that.
I'm shocked. Like Marcus Freeman, Dan Lanning, like there are some names that are sitting in college that it's not a hard transition. Like Pete Carroll made the transition successfully. Jim Harbaugh has made the
Well,
transition
when you're
successfully
a
twice.
fucking crook and a scumbag, absolutely.
It doesn't matter. You can make the transition.
Yeah,
it
you
works.
make the transition real good as a scumbag.
You know, where do you think Brian Dable came from?
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Cut his teeth with Nick Saban,
Who's
right?
the one that half his team was wanted for sexual misconduct? Matt Rule. What?
Matt Rule.
He had 23 guys on his squad that were
Urban Meyer, baby.
If I'm looking at if I have an NFL head coaching vacancy, the first place I would look is Nick Saban's coaching tree because he has coaches. The 2 coaches in the game Monday night are Nick Saban guys, and then in the games the week before, 3 out of 4 of them were Saban guys. You know, like the Nick Saban coaching tree is fruitful in both college and the pros.
This is my problem. We keep talking about coaching trees, and we need to chop that shit down. And they need to stop regurgitating these motherfuckers. Mike McCarthy.
What about what
dude.
about a new coach that comes from a good pedigree? That's what Kurt Singletti was.
I don't have a big issue with that. The problem is you're talking about plucking guys out of college, plucking guys from elsewhere. This regurgitating guys like fucking Sean McDermott and fucking Mike McCarthy, dude. I cannot believe we're still saying this guy's name. He got fired from Green Bay fucking 15 years ago. Why are we still talking about him? He's garbage.
You know, I'm thinking, you keep bringing up Green Bay, and I'm just thinking long and hard right now, and I'm so happy that franchise is stuck in purgatory with bad hires and bad quarterback plays.
Keep LaFleur, dude. Let his little nose get pink. He's got the cute little fucking Bruce beard and mustache.
Those tiny nipples.
His little fucking junior haircut. It's just, he's just fucking, it's purgatory, dude.
It's purgatory.
You don't have to, listen, say what you want to say. That team has still got more talent than Detroit
Which team?
on defense.
It's a good defense.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Lions offensive coordinator.
There you go. You guys.
There you go.
You guys have at it before we do the pick.
I want to hear your I'm curious your thoughts.
I kind of read up on him a little bit, not last year, but a couple of years prior to that. He works real good with backs. His offenses run a lot of 2 and 3 tight end sets, and they run the fucking football. I'm good with that. I like that. That's me.
I personally would have liked to see Mike McDaniel just because I think it would have been
Listen,
fun.
that dope smoker, dude. I'm
Happy you
so
said
tired
that.
of
I
hearing
just think it
about
would have been
Bruce
so much
McDaniels.
fun.
I'm happy you said that.
But it seems like people who know this team and know the organization think that this is a good hire. So again, it doesn't feel like it's one of those smartest guy in the room hires. It does to me again,
again, and I don't love that, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Is there a guy you would have preferred to him?
Oh, Dable.
Is there a guy you would have preferred to him?
I would have loved to see.
Really,
Dable.
I mean,
I would have liked Dable too. Fuck it.
It goes
I'm
for me
serious.
as well because I didn't know who Drew Petzing was. Full disclosure, I remember reading his name last year. He interviewed for the Bears.
Dan Orlovsky
That's
was
stupid.
a fucking jerk off, dude.
For me,
And he still is.
He's a
Yeah.
bag of
it's
dicks.
still, for me, it was Kafka. I think Kafka sounded great to
Mike
me.
Kafka?
Yeah.
Yeah, I you know what? I remember watching him play quarterback at Northwestern, and I was a fan.
Here's the.
I liked the
gist.
way he played.
Here's the
He's like
gist.
Patty Mahomes on steroids.
Really quickly, here's what I'm going for right now. Here's
Okay.
where I'm going with this. Psychologically, I'm talking about the psychological evaluation of this hire. It sucks. I'll tell you why. Because it's the same thing as when John Morton was brought in last year.
Not sexy.
It's not sexy. The fan base heard, Mike McDaniel came here and he liked it, but he wasn't a fit. And Dable's out there, and there's so many better names. And
why don't you think Mike McDaniel's a fit? Because he's not one of their guys.
okay,
Like
I
that's
think,
what's going
I
through
think
my
he
head.
was a fit.
Not one
I
of
think he
their-
was a fit.
But that's what they went somewhere.
here's-
He's not one of
here's
their guys.
Twofold. I'm talking from the fan lens. First, from the Lions fan perspective. Lions fans already hate this, and it's already doomed because of that. Because the fans are already turned on this guy because it wasn't sexy. Number two, in this toxic social media era we live in, all Lions fans can see right now is this guy getting completely dragged on Twitter by Cardinals fans. Oh, we're so bad. It's so predictable. It's run, pass. Let me talk about the X's and O's, guys. Every pundit, I haven't heard one ball-knowing person, one X's and O guy that has disliked this hire. The stats are there. What he does in the run game is there. What he does with tight ends is there. The way he opens it up for his receivers, it's there. The way he does more with less, it's there. The way his running back, James Conner, had 2 career years under this guy. It's there. Jacoby Brissett played well enough to win the starting job this year. It's there. All of the evidence is there. All of the X's and O's people like this hire. They don't love it. They like it. It's a fit. It makes sense. And here's the thing. We've spent the last fucking year hearing about, Ben Johnson should have been the coach. Ben Johnson, it's Ben. You should nothing without Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson gave a review for this guy. Ben Johnson had this guy in his wedding. Ben Johnson was on a staff with this guy at Boston College. They are very similar play callers. So if you want Ben Johnson, you just got a version of Ben Johnson. Here's what I will say last. I'm not going to get excited or unexcited about this hire because I want to wait to see how it plays out. But it's not going to matter if they don't fix the offensive line.
That's all.
None of this matters.
Listen, it's all dog shit. You want to know why?
Tell me.
They're focusing on the wrong side of the ball. That's the problem.
Their defense was good before the
Their
injuries this year.
offense is still a top offense in this league. You had 2 rookie fucking guards. You had a fucking half a center and no left tackle. That's not a big deal. You can plug them fucking positions in next year. The problem is because you brought a fucking guy back on this squad. Why he's still a fucking coach is beyond me. Kelvin Shepard. Kelvin Shepard was absolute dog shit the last. Hold on. He was absolute. I don't give a fuck. Go. Because he was dog shit the last 7 weeks of the season. Okay? He couldn't stop the run. The team that was, for the last 3 years, that was at least in the top 15 against the run, fell to the bottom of the fucking league. You can't fucking sugarcoat that. I don't want to hear about the injuries.
I'm not going to
because you got to scheme that. You got to adjust
Their
for
personnel.
that. He didn't do it.
Their personnel was bad, and
He didn't adjust.
I think losing the safeties this year and losing Karen Arnold was playing such good ball when he died, such good ball, and then DJ Reed came back and was playing poor ball because he had to cover the number ones, and it changed everything. I know what you're saying. I think they got burned.
To me, it was an
defensively.
epic fail.
You can fix that. There were stretches where we were as harsh on Aaron Glenn.
Listen to me.
Stretches.
Listen to me. As bad as Aaron Glenn was, at least Aaron Glenn made the adjustments. This guy has not. I had not seen it the last 4 games of the year. Okay? Oh, maybe we're going to talk about the last game in Chicago? Fuck that game. That game, they didn't even show up. I'm telling you right now, Everybody's focusing on the wrong side of the football. I'm telling you right now. The offense is an easier fix than what that fucking defense is. You got a talentless defense with one good linebacker, one good defensive fucking lineman, and you got a couple of good secondary guys, and that's it, dude. You need to fucking revamp a whole linebacker core. Your defensive tackles are a joke. You got one guy who's on one leg. The other guy's you paid the motherfucker, and he didn't show up either the last half of the year, which, you know what? He's coming off an injury. I can say, okay, you know what? Give it another year. But as far as that goes, dude, listen to me. That is a talentless fucking team on defense that they put out there every year. How they won as many games they did the year prior is beyond me.
Yeah, but
It's beyond me. They stopped the fucking run last year. You knew they would stop the fucking run. It ain't like this year, dude. That was like putting your finger in 10 dikes. There was no stopping that. There was no stopping.
finger in 10 dice.
It's putting your fingers in the dikes where all the fucking holes are at. Dude, that team was
That's
horrible,
what you're
dude.
at, right?
That team was horrible defensively. He didn't. Oh, he made the adjustment. You take away the two big running plays, and you still gave up fucking 150 yards.
But you
rushing.
just said that
Come
they have
on,
no
dude.
talent. So how
Listen
are you
to me.
blaming Calvin Shepard if they have no
Because he
talent?
couldn't even make an adjustment to fucking stop the
Dude,
fucking
they-
bleeding.
They were so fucking bad.
Then you
I
put
agree.
fucking 8 guys in the box.
I agree
You put
with
fucking
you.
9 guys in the box, and you beat them. You
10
get beat
fingers in the
fucking them
dikes.
throwing. Right.
8 guys in a box and 10 fingers in the
it's
dike.
my opinion on it. I think everybody's focused on the wrong side of the football. You have an opportunity right now. There's defensive coordinators out there that are good, really good defensive coordinators, and you're gonna pass up on them for this fucking clown. He's goddamn. Don't even get me started. He's as bad as some of the coaches that have been here in the colleges. He's the same fucking way. Send him going, send him packing, let him go to fucking Miami. Okay? He'll be there 2 years and fired within 1.
Shall we pick?
Go ahead.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with
Everybody disagrees with me. I know.
you. No, I don't. But, like, I would like to see Calvin Shepard shit the bed when they have defensive play.
I don't think you have time for that. Listen, your window is fucking closing and closing hard. And if you don't do this shit within the next year to 2, you're done. You're done. This Dan Campbell thing is run its course. Good night, Dan. Goodbye.
First things first, 3:00 on Sunday, AFC Championship, New England at Denver. New England's a 4.5-point favorite now. That actually just changed within the last half hour. Over-under's 42. Anybody?
I'll go chalk. I'll go New England. I do think Jarrett Stidham's going to be playing better than anyone gives him credit for, and I think that there's a precedent for this with Foles. Like I think Denver has a very good shot to win this. I think this is going to be low scoring and a shitty game, and it's just going to be the biggest microcosm for the AFC this year. And New England's going to pull it out.
Go ahead.
I'm taking Denver. I'm going to take Denver. I think if anybody can come up with a game plan like Sean Payton,
I don't think
to
you're
win this
crazy.
game,
I don't think you're crazy.
I have a feeling that Sean Payton's going to come up with something, and everybody's going to be. I don't really think too surprised, but I could see that defense really giving Drake May a fucking really hard time. And I don't see these guys turning the ball over like fucking Houston did. I just don't. They don't turn the ball over a lot.
Oh, Bruce, go ahead.
You already know who I'm taking. I agree with Zola. Taking the Patriots. Waiting on you, bud.
Don't know. Like, don't know and, like, don't care. That's the problem.
Okay. Sam don't care. All right. Moving on.
I mean,
Poop, I've been over here waiting, but all right.
go ahead.
No, I'm waiting for you. I thought you were going to have this huge speech about how Denver's
Dude, they're playing a
stomping
backup
on the Patriots.
quarterback. They're playing a backup quarterback. They're playing a backup quarterback. Like, that's it. You're going to go to the Super Bowl because you beat
Nick Foles.
Jarrett Stidham. I don't want
Did that against the greatest, right?
enough. Give me Denver. And the under. Give me Denver and the under. Next, we got the Rams going to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Seattle's a 2.5-point favorite. Over-under is 46. I'm going Seattle all the way. Give me Seattle and everything.
Yeah, right now Seattle's playing better ball.
I agree.
Seattle's
A
dominant.
million avenues for the Rams to win this. I think they're the better team. I think they're more talented.
Agreed.
Seattle has been so well coached this entire year.
That
and-
guy deserves to be coach of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
100%.
over everybody. I mean, you could say Mike Vrabel's like comeback coach of the year. You could say that. The guy who was fired and out on the street.
Vrabel?
Yeah.
Vrabel's there, but I mean,
I just think.
is it
McDonald's
more
done a great
shocking
job.
to see New England here or Seattle?
Seattle?
I agree.
I think in Seattle of how good they are, more of a shock.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, dude. Listen to me. I don't think anybody picked New England to win the fucking division this year. Nobody did, dude. Nobody expected them to come out and do what they've done. So you got to give them their props, dude. I think they've done he's done a great job coaching that team first year. They brought in some key veterans into that young squad.
I hope they get
I
fucking destroyed this weekend.
I don't think they're going to get.
I hope they
I
get
think
destroyed
I think
by
both
Jarrett
of these
Stidham.
championship games.
This
are
is
gonna be
Jarrett Stidham
competitive.
revenge tour too.
We already talked about this game. Holy shit.
I know. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say Rams, dude. Something's telling me that
They like to
Matt
stir the pot.
Stafford's
This is
got
gonna be the
something to
swan
fucking
song.
prove.
This is gonna be the
It's
swan song.
Yeah, I do. I think it's Stafford's swan song, and I see them winning a tight, fucking close game.
Bruce.
I'm as well going to take the Rams.
Whatever.
It's going to be a close, though.
Both suck.
There's
Dude,
a good chance
like
you're
to,
right on
The Rams
both
like to
accounts.
stir the pot a little.
Go Seattle. I want to see Seattle win. I
I
honestly,
mean, I think it'll be cool if they win.
you want to know what I'm
I
gonna do?
would love to see Seattle win it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
Same.
but you know what? I want to see Stafford win it and go.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Go the fuck.
I'm gonna
away.
go home.
Okay.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna open up this box, and in there, I have a Matt Hasselbeck jersey,
Matt,
and I got my little green towel. And this weekend, I'm gonna be sitting there in a mat that probably doesn't fit, but I'm gonna have my little
Naked
green towel.
in a
I'm gonna have my little
Matt
green
Hasselbeck
towel from Super Bowl 40 out, rooting for the Seattle Seahawks.
in a fucking lime green G string.
Yeah. The Borat. I'm going to pull out my
Banana
Borat
hammock.
G string. My Borat bathing suit this weekend. Zolo, what else?
That's it. Cade's out tonight, but it's all good.
How are the Pistons doing?
So glad you asked.
Yeah.
Still in first place in the East, right where you left him.
Wow.
They beat second place Boston on Monday. 2 weeks ago, they
Wow.
beat second place New York.
Did you go to that game?
I actually did go to the Knicks game.
Did
Or,
go to
I'm
the
sorry,
Boston
I went to
game?
the Boston game.
I almost went to that.
Really?
I saw it popped up. I got a Ticketmaster notification.
You got the little
Hey,
retro piston shirt on there.
I got Cade on the Slam cover. It was court
That's
set.
the old. That's the old
Yeah,
piston.
it was good.
That's the old piston
No,
logo.
This is this year's City Edition jersey. It's like there's
That's the one with the
elements of
Mustang
maroon and
on it,
teal.
right?
It's not the
With the
Mustang,
pipes?
no, but it's got those colors.
Maroon and
It's
blue.
this year's jersey
Yeah.
with those colors. If that makes
Is
sense.
Oklahoma City really that good?
Yes.
Yes.
And here's the crazy part. They are projected to have 2 top 10 picks this upcoming year.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah, including like there's a chance if they win the draft lottery, they could they could win the title and pick number 1 in the draft, and people are up in arms over that because
Yeah,
they
that is
have
kind of bullshit, isn't
they
it?
have the Clippers pick, and they also have the Clippers pick, and they have hold on, they have the Sixers pick as well. They have both of those picks. So if for some reason the Clippers win the draft lottery, that pick goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wow. Either way, they're going to have a top 10 pick probably.
Wow.
Yeah, they are that good. But I don't know how the Pistons stack up against the top spots in the West. They beat the Lakers. I believe they lost to the Clippers twice. One of the losses, Cade didn't even play. There was 3 starters out. The other one, Kawhi had 55 points and shot like 80%, so it was hard to win that one.
You know what? I still remember him when he was in San Antonio.
Oh, he's so good.
He was so good in San Antonio, and he He absolutely gave fucking LeBron James fits, dude.
Dude, he put
My
he
God,
put the entire country of
And I-
Canada
and
on
I
his
was
back
like,
in
hey, man,
2019.
this motherfucker here might be the next Jordan. Then he went
2019,
to Toronto.
2019 Kawhi with the Raptors was iconic.
I was like,
Just
damn.
just for fun, he won a title just
Yeah.
because he could. Change that entire city. That city
Yeah.
didn't believe in anything, and then
He was a rookie there in San Antonio, dude. He
So-
was just a
Getting back to my point, there's an argument that the East doesn't stack up against the West, but we'll see. If the Pistons stack up against the Thunder and play them close defensively, like there's a very good chance the Pistons are a trade away from like for sure going to the NBA
they're
Finals.
not trading.
No, they're trading for someone, not trading
I
away.
don't see them.
They need a shooter. It was proven the other night. You can't shoot. You can't shoot under 40% from three and keep up in today's NBA. They need a three.
Well, that's because today's NBA is dog shit. I like what they do, and they play defense. That's what I like.
Play the
They
best
focus
defense.
more on defense than
Some dogs.
they do on some other shit. That's what wins championships.
They are some dogs.
Defense wins championships.
And the Wings
Going
are
to work
casually in
Pistons.
first place too. By the way,
Huh?
Are they really?
the Wings are in first place.
Yeah, that won't be for long.
For the. Oh, yeah, no. Wait a second.
Wings are in second.
For just at the moment here. Okay, according to Twitter, Mike McDaniel is still quote unquote negotiating.
John Harbaugh was negotiating for a week before the Giants got. He's taking the charge.
He's taking the job. Okay. Anything else to add?
No.
Well, when we convene next week, we'll know who's in the Super Bowl. It'll be Seattle and Denver, hopefully. Bruce, do you have anything to add? You want to know what?
Go Pats.
I can't stand this.
Why? You are the biggest Patriot lover.
No, I was
ever.
Tom Brady.
Who has? There's so much New England Patriot memorabilia in this office that you people don't see. That it's fucking sickening, And this fucking bandwagoner will fucking jump at the fucking turn of a hat.
The thing is, if they were good, I would be all in.
They are good.
They're not good.
Yeah, they are,
They're not
dude. They
good.
wouldn't be where they're at if they weren't
They're
good.
not good.
You need to stop.
They're just not
something
good.
wrong with you.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. Make sure to follow us socials, Instagram and Twitter at Tip Balls, TikTok at Tip Balls Podcast. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Music, check us out on YouTube or TikTok and make sure you click subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified when we go live. I don't even know anymore. We'll be back next week to talk about the Super Bowl. Thanks so much for listening. See you then.